When you come to the end of your time on programme, you must ensure you have been on programme for at least 12 months, however typically this apprenticeship standard takes 24 months, completed any functional skill qualifications required. If you have gained this qualification or equivalent previously, you will not be required to do so again. For this standard, you are also required to submit a portfolio of evidence. This submission should contain between 18 pieces of evidence relating to the KSBs for the professional discussion. Evidence may include written statements, project plans, observation reports, presentations, performance reviews, and feedback from managers, supervisors, and peers. Although the portfolio is not directly assessed, you can use and refer to it during the discussion. After you have completed all of these, you are now ready for Gateway. Gateway is a meeting scheduled for the very end of your apprenticeship programme. This will involve you, your manager, and your assessor. During this meeting, you will discuss progress made and come to an agreement that you are working at or above the occupational standard and that you are deemed to have completed all aspects of learning. When all parties are in agreement, you will then be put forward for EPA. For this standard, you will also be expected to complete and submit a 500-word strategic business proposal scope. National EPA will review and approve this scope before confirming the apprentice's booking. We ask that if you require any reasonable adjustments, or if there's any important information you wish us to take into consideration during the EPA process, you should let us know at Gateway. There are two separate elements to the Senior Leader Level 7 EPA, and these are Strategic Business Proposal, Presentation and Questioning, Professional Discussion underpinned by Portfolio of Evidence. Let's take a look at what these elements involve and what you need to prepare for. A defined piece of work in the form of a proposal and presentation that has a real business benefit. The proposal subject, title and scope will be submitted at Gateway and must be no longer than 500 words and explain the business benefit you have intended to implement. This will be confirmed as acceptable at Gateway. After your scope has been accepted, you have no longer than 12 weeks to write and submit the strategic business proposal and presentation. The proposal will be limited to a 4,000 word count, excluding tables, graphs, figures, references, and annexes. Your proposal must include, in addition to the word count, an annex showing how the strategic business proposal maps to all the knowledge, skills, and behaviours that are being assessed by this method. It is important to note your presentation and proposal should be submitted 2 weeks before the assessment takes place. For example, if your assessment is booked 14 weeks after your Gateway, you must submit it on week 12. The presentation typically lasts 20 minutes and the questioning will last 40 minutes. The independent assessor may ask follow-up questions where clarification is required. This element will take form as a professional discussion. Your independent assessor will select a minimum of 8 questions to prompt discussion, and they can ask further questions if they deem appropriate to gain more clarification if necessary. The professional discussion will last 60 minutes with a time increase of up to 10% at the discretion of the independent endpoint assessor. You and the independent assessor must have copies of the portfolio so you can both refer to it throughout the professional discussion. After you have completed all the elements, you will get your results within 10 working days. If you have to reset any element, you must do so within 3 months of the fail notification. Good luck!